Hey guys, welcome back to Desperate 48, where for this week, between episodes of Progression, we've got Ravemon. This is a purple deck I missed out on when it first came out, and I want to try and play every purple deck I can, so obviously I needed to build this. There are definitely ways to optimize this build. This is not perfect, and there's definitely a lot of things that you can do to improve upon this, but this is just a build I have, and I kind of play this a little more casually as opposed to a more competitive build. Starting off with the eggs, I think these, the 4 EX4 Pinamon, I think these are the best eggs for the deck. The Inherited is strong, and you can kind of build up a stack in raising and then do other shenanigans, and then kind of when you're ready to start doing actual Ravemon plays, pull it out, and then this can actually be pretty good for you. Okay, running through with the Tamers, we've got 4, sorry, these are out of order somehow. We've got 4 of the EX4 Keenan Crier, Memory Tamer, and the All Turns effect, if it's deleted outside of battle, that can actually pop on your opponent's turn if they delete via like DP reduction or the Digimon Ace being able to pop based on play cost. This can actually trigger, and there was a time in testing where that extra memory there did come in handy and help me out. So I like this one a lot, but we're also playing the 2 BT13 Keenan Crier, which is, again, this one is nice because insecurity, depending if your opponent checks it, it could potentially hand rip, and then again, if not, you get the memory and you draw one. So both of these are really good. You can definitely play around with the ratios to however you want to play it, but I really like these. If I do anything to change a deck, I'd probably go first to make 3 and 3. That being said, they pair super well together, and if you can get at least like one of each on field, you can do some really crazy things. Going into the options, we have another area that you can kind of test and play around with. We've got 3 Wisdom Training and 4 Purple Memory Boost. The Wisdom Trainings are super nice, being able to search any purple card in the deck and then dropping Digivolution cost. Purple Memory Boost, being able to search if you need a Digimon and then gaining memory. This is really good if you have a stack that you want to build, but your opponent's kind of memory choking you. This is really good if you have a stack built, but you need to get out like a Keenan and able to like really pop off here. They have their own really good uses here. If anything, you can definitely play around with these ratios, maybe just do 3 and 3 and, you know, run another card here. But again, I kind of really like these ratios, and they both serve really good purposes within the deck. All right, going into the Digimon, we have 4 of the EX4 Falcomon. This is just a searcher. The Inherited is just hand ripping. We've got 4 of the BT13 Falcomon to just give retaliation. If your opponent has a blocker and you have something that you're going to swing with, this can be really good to kind of deter that blocker, especially if you're about to swing with the non-jam. If you're about to swing with Ravemon and you know your opponent's going to block it, being able to play this, if you have enough memory, play this, give the Ravemon retaliation, and then your opponent kind of has to be like, well, do I block this and then lose, you know, my super high blocker, or do I let it go and the Ravemon just kind of pops off? Otherwise, they have the same Inherited. Next, I've got a bit of a tech option here. I haven't looked into too many Ravemon decks. I just kind of threw this together without much research. So if this is a common tech option, definitely let me know. But 4 of the BT3 Tsukaimon. Everything else, the 4s and 5s, all have like Avian in their traits. So if you really, or Avian and Bird, I guess. So you can kind of flex this and no matter what on deletion, gain the memory. So if you do plan on building something and raising while having shenanigans going outside, this can actually be a pretty good one because this plus the Pinamon, if you get off the Ravemon, 2 memory right there. Going into the champions, 4 of the EX4 Pekmon, just when digivolving to play a Keenan if you don't have one. And then we have 4 of the BT13 Pekmon, just for blocker, and then both Inheriteds are hand rip your opponent on deletion. Going into the ultimates, we've got the EX4 Chromon 4, and that was weird, 4 of the Chromon, and then 4 of the other Chromon. This, if you have a purple Tamer, you can Digivolve into a Ravemon in hand when attacking. When attacking, if you have a Tamer in play, you can Digivolve into a Ravemon from your trash, both for the Digivolution cost. So if you wanted to run something like, after the Nationals today, if you wanted to run a Digimon Emperor in here, because that was actually kind of clutch in game 2, I think, game 1, I think, whatever. This can work with non-purple Tamers, so if you're running something else, Analog Youth, some other tech Tamer, this can work with anything. This has to be a purple Tamer. Either way, both are really good. Their effects are, this one plays, and I believe this one deletes a level. Yeah, this one deletes a 5 or lower. This plays a 4 or lower. So they're both really good. There's definitely been a couple times where I had one, wish I had the other, but I don't really want to cut any. I kind of like playing forward both. All right, going into just all the megas here, we have 4 EX4 Ravemon, 2 BT13 Ravemon, and 3 Ravemon Burst Mode. Burst Mode is really good. I like 3, definitely 2 is also an option, but I really like having 3 of these just because I see it often enough. So anytime I have a Ravemon, I know I have one of these in hand as well, or I'm most likely about to draw into this. It's a really nice one. There are definitely times where I have one in hand, I have a Ravemon, but I'd rather do the Ravemon stuff, so I just kind of hold on to this. So yeah, 3 or 2 is definitely a pretty good ratio there. That being said, when it comes to these 2, I really like both. They have their own applications, and I definitely don't mind either of them. However, there have been a couple of times where in testing, I really wanted the BT13, but only had access to this one. And then when I like switch ratios, all end up in the same thing. So I would say 3 of both is also really good. But I just like the EX4 one because it actually has jamming. Because very rarely will I swing with this, hit something 13 or higher, get deleted in battle, and then like no effects really trigger. So I, in all my testing, have really kind of found that these ratios work super well for me. But again, if you have, your own different play style with this deck, you can definitely kind of switch these up. So that's a Ravemon deck. Definitely one I have a lot of fun with. Very much something I could take to a locals and just kind of mess around with. If we ever get support like X-Antibody stuff or just new Ravemons, Chromons, etc., I'll definitely take another crack at it, update it a bit. But yeah, let me know if you have any tech options you play for the deck, or if you have any thoughts or like ways I could improve it, or just ways you play the deck. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.